good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are starting it off with Bitcoin versus Ethereum. What's a better investment moving forward? And just wanted to do a quick analysis over higher time frames only for Bitcoin and Ethereum from what I see, and go from that with what you will, how you want to use it. Do what you think is best accordingly. As of right now, you guys saw that yesterday we had a nice short squeeze. I don't know if anyone realized, but the short squeeze was into the monthly levels. And it was the top of the range, and I actually told everyone in Discord, "Hey, I expect us to roll over from here." And that's exactly what happened as we hit the highs into New York Open. It was basically just a sell off from there on, and that's where we're at today. Right now, here on BTC is looking healthy. Got you a doji daily close yesterday, and now we're looking to see, are we gonna test into the top of the doji or eat into the candle, maybe 50% into like the low 90,000 into today. Okay, that's the one thing I wanted to show you. That look at Bitcoin's daily chart, and here's Ethereum's daily chart, and you could see there's a huge difference between the two. Both did do a short squeeze a day before. Yesterday was a doji. Today, sell off, basically retesting the bottom of the low of yesterday. If the point about today's video is, do we have continuation or not, right? So you can see Bitcoin every time it does one of these impulses outside of the EMAs. What happens? Okay, let me give you an example from, and when it's coming from the bottom. Okay, so similar to this structure over here, when it's coming from the bottom, EMAs are squeezing. Okay, and it's getting a pop up, right? You got to like impulse candle up, and that's basically when I see a short squeeze. Usually look for something similar to when the EMAs are squeezing right here. Like, okay, so you got to pop up, but what happens after the pop up? After a few days, you go and test into the averages anyway. Okay, and then retest, double top, took out the liquidity of the low. Do you see that? And it does this regularly. It's a regular consolidational pattern of Bitcoin. So what do you expect from here? Well, in the next few days, you're expecting it to trickle down into the support of the EMA, which will probably come into like around here, like 90K. Yeah, basically 90,000 in the next few days. And what that means is it's going to be like a little triangle bull flag consolidation, and then you could look for a breakout from there. All right. And when I say 90K, just be aware that it could be a little bit lower than 90K. Okay. Uh, that is what I want you to see on the daily, that hey, you don't have to chase it to higher prices. You're already at resistance, which is this the bottom of this previous order block. Okay, is your resistance right here, 95,000. And until you get open and closes on daily above 95,000, you don't have to discuss 99, 100,000, or etc. Okay, right now you're at the level that you're supposed to be at for shorts to reload, for us to take out the low into the lower levels. That's basically all being set up right now, and all that's going on is a ding 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 in a descending channel. If you can't see it, I don't know how to help you. Just look this way. It's consolidating in a channel, descending channel, bull flag, blah 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 blah. So be aware of that. Um, I'm gonna go and show you something on the weekly. Okay, on the weekly, every time Bitcoin has come and tested into the green EMA and we've got an impulse up, we come retest the block, but not the actual low, and use that as a continuation for the next leg up. Okay, this is what's going on over here. This exact same thing over here is what I see going on over here. Okay, we can look to retest the highs and then sell off. Okay, that's what I'm looking at over here. Is that happening this week, next week, the week after that? What we're gonna have to do is be patient and wait, because it could be this scenario here where we're looking for support on the previous order block and continuation, as in like we'll go up, we'll find support here at the 90K, like I said, 89, 90K, and then we'll use that to leg up into this level over here of the 105 to 108. If we can't break the 105, 108 on that attempt, then we can look for that lower dump. Okay, so that's basically what I'm trying to get at is upside is potential is there, but be aware that the averages are around 88,000, and that's the area where you should look to find support confirmation before upside continuation. To just chase it at where is it at 92, and then watching it go to 87 is going to be a kick in the gonads for you. And that's why I'm saying make sure you are ready to DCA over the next week or two into those ranges. Okay. On the monthly, you can see like I said, we tested into the top of the monthly range yesterday, and that's when we sold off. The monthly still has 6 more days. Okay, if we can close the monthly bullish engulfing, I have no reason not to look for the next month going into the highs on Bitcoin at least, because Bitcoin is expanding. Okay, it's a parabolic rise, and we are in an expansion phase where we should be looking at a one-to-one move from here to here, right? So this is gonna ruin all my doodles. I don't want you guys all to get into the doodles, but a one-to-one, we should be looking for us to go into this 125, 126 area. And I already was looking for 119 to 109 to 119 to be resistance. So yeah, the drop that I was looking for, the accumulation, which was right to 77,000, we already got that on the weekly. And these are the doodles that we were looking for right here. In this accumulation triangle between 74 to 84,000 was the accumulation. And now we're above 84, 85,000 right into the resistance of 92. So once we get above 92, I'm just looking for us to go shoot right on up. So just be aware of that moving forward, guys. You don't need to get confused with my doodles, but I just wanted you to see the general gist of that. Now let's go look at Ethereum. Completely different situation than Bitcoin. Had to drink my coffee, thank you. On Ethereum on the daily, we are just above the 21 EMA, but look what happens above the 21 EMA. You get this nasty, nasty long-term sideways consolidation. That's something I'm looking for on Ethereum right now. I am looking for upside on Ethereum, but I think Ethereum is going to consolidate between 1800 and 1400 for another week or two, and then we'll get that parabolic rise. If Bitcoin gets above 92,000 though, then I'm looking for Ethereum to at least get to 2,000 to 2,100. And if we can get above 2,100, this previous high over here, then I'm looking for us to just shoot to 2,500. And then we can make an inverse head and shoulder here. So even though we get this high, I'm looking for a big pushback down to like 2,000 and then get above 2,500 to like 3,000. What is this? Around 2,800, whatever. Because this is the left shoulder. I'm looking at this as the left shoulder. I'm looking at this as the head. Right here is the head. Once we get up here, I'm looking for the right shoulder to make a triangle right here. And then I'm looking for that inverse head and shoulder breakout continuation move from like literally 2,500 will confirm it. After 2,500, I'm just looking for this thing to go to like 5,000, 10,000, something like that. So all the people who are accumulating are probably going to be staking. Don't forget, you need 32 ETH to stake on a node. That's probably what's going on here. So just keep all that in mind moving forward, guys. If I go to a higher time frame here on the weekly, remember I said last week, if we have this doji set up and this week can't engulf this one, then the next week we should have continuation to the upside. That's what's going on. And on the monthly, if you look at the monthly, oh, and then quickly over here, we said that if we get upside, the resistance is going to be around 2,000 to 2,200. So that's basically what it's saying. And then on the monthly, you can see that we're clearly going to have resistance at 2,100. Okay, because this doji is just trying to set this month. Next month will be retest, then we look for continuation, etc., etc., etc. So ETH is getting to the area where it's almost the low, but you can see that this is very, very close to the previous lows, and since we did not take out that liquidity, we have to wait for confirmation that yes, we are going to move away from here, because right now it is still a downtrend. We have not stopped the downtrend yet. We are trying to, and that's the gist of what I'm saying. Is it was a short squeeze yesterday. Bitcoin is the only winner right now in all markets. Ethereum is literally the opposite of Bitcoin right now. I don't know if you guys are aware, but if Bitcoin does play out the mean liquidity grab, like I said, like, hey, you're going to come here and then sweep down and take out the liquidity, then all the assets will feel it. Because this looks like a left shoulder, this looks like a head, and we're doing some Quasimodo shoulder thing over here, similar to this over here. Okay? So, are we going to go retest the highs and take the liquidity out the top before a rollover? If not, and we start right from this order block here, well, then you got to be aware that once we lose the 21 EMA at 87,000, the next fast move is going to be going to 77,000. So don't sit and eat that $10,000 loss. Be aware, after under 87,000 is risk for 77,000 and under. Okay, so that's what you need to be aware of moving forward. Everything aside from that on the daily, today is probably going to be a pullback because all the people who got trapped on the top are probably going to get liquidated before we get upside continuation. And that's basically all I have for you guys today. I hope the video helped. I hope Bitcoin and ETH are uh, something that you guys consider long term. Man, Dixie is still just sitting freaking around. So this is another issue that I have, man. Dixie is literally, oh wow, it did go to 98. This is not the healthiest thing. I am assuming when we go to 95, we're going to get an emergency cut. And I don't know if that's going to happen. I think it's going to happen in June. I don't think people are talking about May. I don't think May is going to happen. I think it's going to happen in June. Everything's looking like we're just going to come down here, wait a little bit, and then they're going to get the cut. And then we're going to just reverse really, really hard. And then everything will rally together. Because all the inverse relationships and stuff have been like basically mitigated to 1-to-1. And when Dixie does get the upside push, I'm thinking Bitcoin is just going to move with it. Because Bitcoin is now the new index of global currency. I don't look at Dixie as a global basket anymore. I look at Bitcoin as a global basket. Look at dollar index and fucking look at Bitcoin. Are you shitting me right now? Dude, guys, please be aware that this is like insane parabolic rise. And this is what I fear is this scenario right here playing out over here. That's my biggest fear is that fractal being the top right now. Like maybe we got one last leg up to like here-ish, like 120, 130, 40, and then the rollover. But we really need to take out the highs. And I think it's possible because the entire world is putting their currency into Bitcoin over Ethereum. So be aware of that, guys. Be aware of that. Let me quickly leave you a final thought. Okay, gap filled on CME Bitcoin and gap filled on ETH. Okay, well, at least that's good. We have a major gap all the way over here at 3,000 on ETH next. So what I would like is the weekly on ETH to close above 1,800 to 2,000, and then this gap will be filled. And then next week after that, we'll look for ETH to go to like 22, 23. So ETH is the one that has the biggest opportunity for upside. Bitcoin is just like, hey, DCA into the lows when they come. But ETH is the only opportunity I see right now in markets for upside continuation. So take that for what it is. I hope this was a helpful video, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button for notification, like I said. If you're interested in trading with me live, feel free to join the Discord server. Link to the servers in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow. Thank you guys so much. See you guys in the next one. Be safe.